Hi everyone. I made a video about my neighborhood. The video I made during the time it was dry season, but this time around I'll be showing my neighborhood during the rainy season. For the past a month now, it has been raining heavily in my town. And being a Nigerian out town, due to lack of infrastructure, every place has been messy and muddy. So I'll be showing you around how it looks like and how we are living as a part of Nigeria, a very corrupt country. That's what I'll be showing you for this video. Alright, before I continue, I'd like to show my full appreciation to my patrons. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Your support means the world to me. Without your support, all this will not be possible, and I'm very grateful to you guys. You've been wonderful and phenomenal in my life. Thank you so much and I'll forever be grateful to you guys, most especially Atomic Stream. Thank you for being there for me. You can also become my patron by clicking the Patreon link in the description of the video. Your support is highly appreciated. Well, I'm going to go around the neighborhood now to show how it looks like. I've already made a video about my neighborhood, just like I said in the introduction. But when it comes to rainy seasoning, it used to be entirely different from what we experienced during the dry season. As you can see here, in Nigeria, we still bury our loved ones at home. So a funeral ceremony just took place here 3 days ago, where we have the white, that thing like white sand. That is where the woman was buried. So it is still a common practice, especially in the rural area and the countryside, that we bury our loved ones at home. Though government is trying to discourage the thing, but it seems we are not getting it right. And though not everybody in Nigeria, the other tribe in Nigeria, which is called the northern part, popularly called the Hausas, I believe they don't do this. Yes, the Hausa, they don't practice this. Once they have a dead loved ones, they take them to the cemetery and bury it. But my own culture, which is Yoruba culture, we still believe in in burying our loved ones at home, because we believe that when you bury them at home, they stay with the family. That is the ancient belief. That when you bury them at home, and there's also one of problems. Another problem with burying our dead ones at home in Nigeria. We have some people that they believe in making money ritually with the use of human part. There are so many cases where after a body is buried, some people will go there in the dead of the night. They will exhume the body and cut off some of the parts of the body, like the head, like the hands, like the legs. So that is also another fear why some Yorubas still prefer to bury our dead ones at home. But since the government, the Senate, has not made any law against that, for the foreseeable future, we'll still be doing that. That's about the dead. You can see, like I said, it's a brand new one, and now it's really going to be different. The muddy water, the everything. Once again, thank you so much, my patron, for supporting my channel. I'm very grateful to you guys. Without your support, all this will not be possible. Thank you so much for being there for me. You've never seen any muddy water. That was because the last rain was 3 days ago, and this part is usually dry up on time. When I get to the highway now, to the main street, you are going to see the difference. The other video that I made about my neighborhood, everywhere was dusty because the road is still unpaved, just leveled, not unpaved. So it was a lot of dust. But this time around, no dust, but mud and water. That is what surrounds the environment. Yes, what you are hearing in the background is the sound of generator. In Nigeria, we rely on generators to supply our power, because in Nigeria, there's no reliable power supply. So we rely on that. Just unfortunately, for those of you that have been watching my videos, I've been complaining about the price. the price of fuel, the price of gas in Nigeria, it has skyrocketed. And many people now are now going for the alternative. Like for example now, I've converted my generator to LPG gas, that is the propane gas. According to the calculation, the propane gas seems to be more economical than fuel this time around. So many people are going for that. Though that one is also relatively expensive. So not very much people are doing that. So we are comparing the price of propane cooking gas to petrol. As you can see now, you can see how muddy it is to go from the society and make it right. In case you are seeing this for the first time, what you are seeing, the motorcycle you are seeing there, is one of the taxi that we use in Nigeria here. Our taxi. When instead of taxi, the commercial motorcycle can take you to anywhere in the town. Alright? Those of you living in the Western world, this may be strange to you, but this is how we live our lives. It's a very common occurrence. I believe this motorcycle used as taxi is very common in West African countries because I've seen it. I've seen it on TV in Cameroon. It is there in Cameroon, in Kenya too. I think it's available in India too, which is not a West African country. Yes, in India we have such thing too. You see the road. Like I said, it rained 3 days ago, so it has dried up a little bit. If it had rained yesterday, you'll have seen how terrible and how horrible it will be. And in case I want to tell you this particular road that you are seeing, the government had started constructing this road, but for reasons that I can't even think of, they stopped the construction of the road. And I'm very sure I can assume this. If you check the file, you check the infrastructural file of this particular town, it will have been indicated that the project has been completed. Yes, I believe some power people somewhere, they've embezzled the money. And that's the kind of society, the kind of government that we're having in Nigeria. Mali, a coup took place in Mali, and another one took place in Niger. Niger is our neighbor to the north, and some of Nigerians, they are being scared. They are very scared that a coup d'etat may also happen in Nigeria, but I doubt it. But if it happens, it is going to be terrible, because during the military rule of General Sani Abacha in Nigeria, things were very, very horrible. There was anarchy, and I wouldn't want to express that again in my life. I can't pray for that anymore. But from what I'm seeing on news, I believe Nigerian military, they are not aggrieved, they are not angry at the government. Why? Because as much as corruption is going on in the government, there is a huge corruption going on in the military too. Embezzlement. And the funniest thing is that the top generals, they are not being queried. They are not being invited by the anti-corruption agency. There have been cases, some allegations of some generals embezzling funds meant for their recruits. But not for once have they been invited by ICPC or EFCC to explain if the allegation was true or not. So the military are not disturbed, despite the fact that they are very corrupt. So I believe they will find no reason to take over the government. Alright, this is the major road, so it's quite different. If you have any question pertaining to this, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll actually answer your question. When I make a video, I go through all the comments and respond to any comment that I can respond to, because you guys are my virtual family. And now I just can't thank you enough for what you are doing. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Whenever rain is about to fall, an average Nigerian used to be sad. In case you are wondering why do we need to be sad, it is because of the states of our infrastructure, talking about the road. Like for me, for example, now, anytime I say that it's going to rain, I used to be very sad. But that means that if I'm to go out, it's going to be difficult for me. But because of the terrible state of the road, it's going to be very, very difficult for me. I just can't imagine. For the Nigerians, that have escaped to Western world, I just can't imagine how they will feel when they start living in a kind of environment that is completely different from what we are used to here. And I'll wish to experience that someday too. Alright? That's all about this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Once again, my patrons, thank you very much, guys, for your support. I'm thankful to you guys. You can also become my patron. You can become my patron, you can decide to buy me cups of coffee. That will surely be appreciated too. You guys have been phenomenal, and I'm fully grateful to you guys. If you have any topic that you want me to treat, please put it in the comment section below, or you can chat me privately. My WhatsApp number, my email address is also there in the description of the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you.